Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video we're reviewing the Volkswagen Taos. Before we get into this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Strong Volkswagen here in Salt Lake City, Utah for giving me some time with this Taos. I'm going to include a link to their website in the description down below so you can check out what they have currently. If you have any questions or need any help, just ask for Alex. And then on a side note, if you want to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get into it. Under the hood, we have a turbocharged 1.5 liter 4-cylinder that goes through a 7-speed dual clutch automatic. Fuel economy is 24 around town and then 32 on the highway, with power outputs being 158 horsepower and then 184 pound-feet of torque. Now, before we move forward with this review, I do want to mention, if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. Now, taking a look at the hood, you guys can see how it's raised there on either side. Gives it a boxier design. And then popping down below, really like the headlight design. Then you guys can see all the chrome accenting with the Volkswagen logo front and center. And putting it all together, it has this sporty boxy design that I really like to see in a crossover. Now, around the side here, our tire wheel setup is 215, 55, 18 in the front and over in the rear. And you guys can see with the wheels, they're actually mostly closed off, but you've got the silver mixed with the black. Pretty cool looking fender flares. You can see the bodywork continues along the side. Got the Taos logo there, and then you can see with the silver trim at the bottom. And then here is your full side view with the Taos, and man, that blue pops. Now, taking a look at the key fob, we have our lock and unlock function, remote start. We also have the opening for the hatch and the Volkswagen logo on the back. And popping into the hatch, this isn't a huge crossover, but it has a decent amount of cargo space in the rear. You guys can see all the floor covering and everything that comes with it. And if we actually move this back, you can see underneath we do have a spare tire with the Taos as well. And apparently, there we go. Also, we have a light there on the side, but when you're all done, they give you a nice handle so you can just throw it down. Got Volkswagen's distinctive taillight design that kind of reminds me of what you might see in some Audis there in the center, and then you can see all the badges here at the bottom, and look at the little exhaust tip covers. And when I say exhaust tip covers, they're actually duds. There's no exhaust tips inside of them. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about the overall design here with the Taos. Now, popping inside, you guys can see the gray trim here, and then it is padded down below. The stitching goes throughout as well, and then you got some storage right there. And then taking a look at the seats, look at the cloth here and then more of the padding. It's actually different texture here on the outside versus the inside. And then legroom here in the back's really good. Got a little storage pocket, got some vents here, USB down below, and then headroom. It's good. Now, taking a look at the front door panel, you guys can see we've got soft touch here at the top, and then look at the stitching down below. Got all of our window controls here with our mirror adjustments, and then you guys can see here with the mirrors themselves, they do have blind spot monitoring. And then taking a look at the front seat, you guys can see again with the kind of like different material use and then also different textures here on the seat. Very interesting. Power adjustments there on the side, and then do have our light control here with more soft touch, and then even the dash. Actually, that part of the dash is not soft touch. Never mind. Now, taking a look at this steering wheel, you've got nice trim all around. You've got the contrast and stitching as well. We have practical controls like your voice command controls, heated steering wheel button. We've got our adaptive cruise control with our lane keep assist as well. And then you get your regular stocks here on the back. Now, taking a look at the gauge cluster itself, you can see full digital gauge cluster here. I like the overall look, kind of like Audi's virtual cockpit, where you can scroll through a bunch of different menus to kind of change what information you see here in the center. And then in reverse, we do have a backup camera here with trajectory lines. They don't turn with the steering wheel, but resolution's pretty good. And then as for the rest of the infotainment system itself, it is a touchscreen, and I'd say that it seems like overall response time is pretty good. We do have some physical buttons, so I think that also kind of adds to the experience. Soft touch down below, and then look at this trim that goes across with the blue. That is actually really cool looking. And then with the glove box, yeah, pretty good storage there. Got some vents here in the center, and then we've got our dual zone climate controls, heated seats as well. Like, you have the offset F that's smaller there with the off setting. Wireless phone charging pad and some more USBs and everything down below. Shifter here for the dual clutch, and then you guys can see the parking brake here with the auto stop start. And then we have our drive mode select with this, which the drive modes will pop up here in the center that you can scroll through. So I think they make that pretty easy to use. Got some cup holders right here, and then center console. Nice padding, and then this does have a panoramic sunroof. Now taking a look at the window sticker, you guys can see 2024 Taos SE. Most everything is standard equipment. Yeah, not really a whole lot. I guess the panoramic sunroof is an option. Total MSRP is $32,503. And let's see how it drives. Well, let's talk about visibility before we set off. Here's visibility over the hood, both the mirrors. Do a blind spot monitoring throughout the rest of the rear, and let us set off in the Taos, aka the Jetta SUV. The reason I'm calling it the Jetta SUV is, I mean, it's, you know, Volkswagen's smaller SUV, and it's got the same engine as the Jetta, same power outputs. So basically, it's a Jetta SUV. So, you know, it is what it is. Anyways, let us see what this drives like. So first off, seat comfort's pretty good. I think it's interesting, the different textures. I'm wondering if it comes down to like cost savings in terms of the different materials, because like this has like a rough, so obviously the cloth on the side here, that's always cost saving with manufacturers, but this has like a rougher texture than the center. So yeah, I don't know, it's kind of, I don't know if it's just there, I don't know if it was like a comfort thing, or I don't know what they're trying to do here, but it's interesting with the different textures that they have going on here. Now aside from that, it's pretty comfortable with the suspension as well. So it seems like they've done a pretty good job with the overall setup here when it comes to comfort. Good torque out of the engine too. So that's a plus. Yeah, I mean, it moves. It definitely moves. Now we're gonna pop it into sport mode. Yeah. Drive mode's like interesting, where you have the twist or the push depending on what setting you're in. Ooh, that definitely, it's almost like I put a pedal commander on it. When you put it in sport mode, it definitely punches quite a bit more. That is fascinating. But yeah, let's get acceleration here. Yeah, good torque. Definitely doesn't feel as crazy as in the Jetta, because the Jetta is definitely a smaller vehicle, lighter weight rather. But yeah, it drives well. You know, for a more affordable crossover, I think it drives really well. And I'm just kind of feeling over the manhole covers and everything, the bumps in the road. It's comfy. It's pretty dang comfy. So to sum things up here, I think it drives well. I think it looks good on the outside, especially this blue. This blue is out there. It is bright, in your face blue. So I think that's pretty cool. And it's kind of fun to drive. So let me know what you guys think about the Taos, but I think this is a great affordable crossover to look into.